YouTube, what is going on? I am actually on a spree of making reaction videos all before I go to work. So, we have Charles Forte once again, and this video is going to be about a woman playing victim after her threats fail. Man doesn't back down. So let's go ahead and check this out, shall we? I will go ahead and leave the link to the original video in the description in case you guys don't want to hear my commentary and you want to check out the original video for yourself. Even if you do want to hear my commentary, do still please give a like to these people's videos. I don't want to just take any support that they're supposed to be getting and just be garnering it for myself. Share the love with everybody and help me get to 1K subscribers. Anyways, let's check this out.
In today's video, a woman crashes out and goes full-on victim mode, crying racism after she's told to stop vaping in kids' faces.
Wow.
We'll check out what happened, apply the cold logic, and deliver the accountability. That and more, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so we see the caption on the screen. It reads, woman crashes out after she's told to stop vaping in kids' faces. So looks like this is a situation going on at some sort of amusement park, get on rides and things of that nature. And so a little bit more context before we jump into the actual content. It says, keep in mind, we are in Galveston, Texas. Ain't nobody cares what race you are. And even then, this man could not see her before he said something. Also, the little boys are fine. We ended up sitting next to them on the roller coaster and checked in on them. Very sweet boys. All right, so we have a situation here. Not uncommon to see kids get on rides at roller coasters. The parents will let them go stand on the line while they wait for them, or do something like that where they're not always right next to the parent. And so it looks like we have a situation here where kids were getting on rides, waiting in line. There was an older person there also in that same line. Someone decided to speak up when they noticed that she was vaping and she was doing it right in these kids' faces, and someone spoke up and things escalated from there. Let's check it out.
I will beat your ass right now if it's a problem. I swear to God, I know karate, I know all types of shit, I promise you.
Why is it such a big deal just not to do drugs in front of children? And you guys can say whatever about vaping, I get it. But this goes into that typical like people crashing out over their vape as they tell you they're not addicted. Like, man, that's just nasty. Going out into a public place and doing a behavior that people are going to, of course, tell you, hey, could you not do that stuff? And then getting so defensive like you're not wrong. That's why there are smoking areas, designated smoking areas at parks and other places so that people don't have to go and get that. But, you know, man, when it comes down to that vape, people just take them any and everywhere. They got them in their pocket.
You're going to be the problem. You're going to be on the ground. You're going to be looking at you like, what the So I would mind you to just shut the up.
Yo, chill.
Shut up.
Shit.
Shut up.
Ain't
Shut up.
no need
Shut
for
up.
that.
Shut up.
Thank
He
you.
didn't want to keep talking.
These poor people all paid money to come to this amusement park or whatever this is. They didn't anticipate that there was going to be a woman that was there that was going to vape, and now out of nowhere they have to have conflict, and she's being very loud. She's, you know, throwing profanity out, is doubling down on her behavior, and this is the kind of stuff that if any of us calls it out, we're being, you know, racist, or we're being Uncle Toms, we're being this is that kind of stuff, man, that gives us a bad rep. And simply put, she didn't have to do it, bro. She go, all right, bam, cool. Like, I get it, it gives you a buzz, but if you need to be walking around, in my own personal opinion, where you need to be medicated or sedated all the time, fix your life. That's no way to live. It isn't. But, yeah.
Stay back there and just shut up, too. Because you're saying something for no reason. Just shut up. Mind your business.
You need to calm down. There's children.
No, I don't need to calm shit
You do.
down. He said something.
I said calm
She
down.
gonna walk
I
all
need
the
to
way
calm
to you.
down.
Me.
Why do I need to
Me.
calm down?
You don't need to get on my
You
face.
said you need to
You
calm
don't need to
down.
get on my face with your stink ass breath.
Hey.
Get out.
Your breastfeeding.
What are we doing? What are we doing? All of that just for vaping. This is the kind of stuff, man. Could you imagine if she had a boyfriend? How embarrassing this would be for her boyfriend. And of course, he would have to either one, be a ride or die for her and get just as ignorant with her. Or two, he'd have to apologize to everybody. Hey, my bad. Yeah, she's kind of cranky. She's kind of this. She's kind of that. All of that just because you wanted to vape in front of some kids, bro. Like, just respect that there's other people around you. I don't smoke, but still, if I was to smoke, I'm not smoking in people's faces. Like chill, bro. Why are we doing this, anyways?
More than me.
You stink.
No, you
Get the hell out of here.
You
Don't touch
stink.
me.
Why are you
You
touching
think I'm
me?
scared of you? Ain't nobody. You a bully.
I'm
We
the
don't give a
black
damn.
person, the only black person in line. He was
You the
bullied.
So that gives you the right to do what you're doing? Interesting. People who walk around in society like this honestly scare me. Not because I'm fearful of my life, but because the fact that you've made it to this grown of an age to think that it's okay to be the only black person in the area and think that that was enough reason why you should crash out in front of people. Like, what? I don't know. I don't know, my peoples.
Okay, hey, you need to get her out of here. You need to get her out of here. She's vaping.
She's blowing it in their
music,
faces.
cussing.
Yeah.
There you go. You put yourself in that role. You wish. You wish.
No.
Literally said something like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, literally. Literally lost her bullet every single day.
She has so much better things to do other than
She hits me, I get paid.
You don't.
Yeah, I do.
then just talking like, oh, I'm the only. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, y'all.
You butted into something you ain't even know what the situation was about. Shut the up. Shut up. You talking about something you ain't even know what the situation was about. Therefore, you're racist. You butted in and you ain't even know what the conversation was about. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No.
Let's talk about it.
No. Respectfully, no. What is up with people being wrong? And I don't know if it's narcissism or maybe it's trauma, but what is up with people with this severe main character syndrome? This woman is clearly wrong, and she's still being very inappropriate in public. She's cursing once again in front of children. Now, I'm not gonna lie, yes, these kids is bad as hell nowadays. These kids already know the F-bomb, the B word, the A word. They don't get beatings for saying curse words like how we did when we were kids. I remember I said the word garbage, and I was about to get my ass whooped. But anyways, doing that kind of stuff doesn't make her right. And then to say that they're all racist, no, girl, I'm sorry to tell you, you're just being a big asshole, okay? And the only substance that you're producing right now is a bunch of manure. And they're not putting up with that. These people paid money, just like how you paid money. They are entitled to a service, and you are compromising that service. And to then just be like, let's talk about it. I can't tell you how many people I've seen. Like I said, this is some severe main character narcissism, whatever the hell kind of syndrome that these people embody, where they think that they are the dictators of truth and that their truth and their reality is 100% what goes. How? What? You're gonna get everybody on this in this line to say, you know what, you're right. We are racist, so we're very sorry. Go ahead, my queen, my goddess, smoke in front of us. In fact, do you need me to put you on my shoulders while you smoke and vape? So therefore, you know, the fumes, everyone can smell the fumes. And we can just be reminded of how insignificant we are to have even questioned you, my goddess, about this. Hell no. Like, was that the appropriate response for this? No. Anyway.
And watch me still ride this whole dumb.
Wow.
You might break the ride.
Where are his parents? Is he alone?
That poor kid for real. And all he wanted to do was just ride.
not to laugh here, but like,
Please don't. You don't want her coming your way. She'll probably fight you.
Block that. I'm the only black.
Oh God, she's doing the clock and the tea garbage. Jeez Louise, man.
Person in this line. Make that shit make sense. A nigga put it in and he didn't know what he was talking about.
she just said the N-word.
You're racist. Shut up. You're
Talking,
racist.
bruh.
You
Just
didn't
go
even
on
know
to
what
the
the conversation
right.
was talking about.
I didn't see how you
And
look
you
like.
butted in. I was that mad because he came at me crazy.
Yeah. Get your son. Get your son, bro.
Yeah.
Get your
Still
kid.
be loud. What about it?
Get
You
your
gonna do
kid.
something? Punch me.
You do it.
I ain't gonna lie, them kids, bro, they standing too close to her. Cause all it takes is for her to bump into one of them, and then she's like, "Yo, man, watch your son," and now you up involved in it. Please, misery loves company. Leave that stuff alone. Let them handle their thing. But as for her, this is not justifiable. This is detestable. This is dishonorable, deplorable, and atrocious. Why? And like I said, this gives us black people who aren't like this a bad rep. Now they can say the usual suspect and laugh at us. Nah, man.
And I'ma beat your ass
I
up.
dare
No,
you.
you
I
not.
dare you to put two
Punch me first.
No.
You ain't gonna do it.
Why are
You know
we
that's
getting
hard.
violent for?
Okay.
And then look at how she's rage baiting. She understands that if he attacks her, that she has the leverage to then go and be victim. Oh, I got hit by this man and this and that. Oh, he's racist and that. But she is the main antagonist here. All because they told her not to vape in front of kids.
You can call me
Still
smart.
get on the ride. You said I wasn't gonna ride, right?
You shouldn't.
Cause I'm black. Cause I'm black. You don't want me to get on the ride cause I'm black.
Probably because you're a girl too, right?
No. Bitch. Watch me still
That's
get on the
great
ride.
that he said that one too.
I can't wait.
Crazy.
I know. I thought I was calm the situation.
She like
All
asked for
that's
that. She was blowing smoke in their face. And oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
I thought before she even started saying anything.
No, you're
Oh, he walked
walking
right
past
past
her.
her.
Oh yeah, she's going. No! Everybody block her. Block her. No. Absolutely not, love. You were talking that hot shit just a minute ago. Now you got kicked in your shit.
Finally.
Now she's gonna run off. Bye, Felicia. Nah.
I'm so bad.
Hey.
He didn't know what she looked like.
Yeah, get her, please.
Enough. Besides the fact that she's black.
Woo.
Now everybody's parading.
I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. I refer to this as the forever victim. And I do everything I can. And I would advise you, if you care about your
Avoid
life and
them.
your sanity and you don't want to be around this type of
Avoid them at all.
negative energy, I would say avoid these type of people at all costs.
Look at how we're so tapped in, bro. I ain't even been watching this guy's videos. He got more content. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to watch more of his content. Because he got a Chicago shooting as well. But you see how nigga, we telepathically, I said it first, but he made the video first. But still, avoid at all costs, bro. Like, straight up. You can't interact with people like this. This is, like I said, it's deplorable. No decorum, no class. What's up with this? This is that same thing that when I made that video, or not me, but that woman made that sisterhood video, there would be people like, yes, girl, you're a black queen. What's up with them? No, this shit is lame. This is not tough at all. At all. I want to see y'all get up in these comment section and defend something this deplorable. I really want to see you do it. That is sick.
The forever victim is the person who is always someone else's fault. It's
Yeah, they
always
can never
racism
take
whenever
accountability.
applicable, and it's always applicable, especially as long as there's a white person involved. It has to be racism. It's never actually their fault or something they're doing. They can't possibly imagine a world where they're the shitty person doing shitty things. Therefore, that's why they're receiving this treatment. But what they can do is try and make themselves look like the victim. Only problem is, as we see in this situation, is she looks a whole lot more like the victimizer. Talking and cursing and yelling at whoever she's speaking to, who we only can hear her if she is having a conversation with someone else who she has a disagreement with. She's the only one yelling. She's the only one who's cursing and going off in front of children. And then when someone else decides to speak up and say something about it, she runs and jumps in their face, starts to shove and push them a little bit. And it's just disgusting because people like this think that if they're the loudest, then that means they're also the toughest. If they can use the most obscene language, that means they'll scare and make everybody fearful of them. They think that if they talk a big enough game about how much they'll knock someone out and do all these things to a person, that people will actually believe them. And newsflash, being black around a bunch of white people, that does not mean you're a victim. That's what she wants you to believe. Because she's around all these white people in line, she's the only black person. I'm a victim because someone's saying something.
100%. Because they are not just letting me willfully impose my will, or not imposing my will on them to vape in their children's faces and likewise their faces and be a public nuisance. There is racism happening here. Dr. Martin Luther King fought for me to be an asshole. No. Simply put, just no.
About my outlandish, disrespectful actions and behavior. How dare you? I'm a black woman. I'm a black person here in this line, and I should just be able to do what I want. Mm-hmm. Get crazy out the building so people can enjoy their day.
How many women in here flew a man out before? Raise your hand. I love the honesty over here.
And I hope you made him put it right through the hole of the box.
Wait, what happened now? Flew a man out and you and you're hoping that he put it through the box? This isn't the same video, so this is something different.
I have a question. Why is that so looked down upon? Because I hear society, I hear the things that are being said online. And that's part of the reason, because y'all are listening to these bitter people who are online, who have never ever had to serve in their life, who have never understood what reciprocity actually means, who have never poured into somebody else, but they have always been poured into. And that's the reason why they have so many failed relationships that are single or miserable. Why is that shunned upon? Why do we, hold on, Sugar Love, why do we look down on that? That is so, I'm a happily married woman. And I would nurture my husband until God tell me I can't nurture no more. And when there is a man who is pouring into you, it is nothing wrong with pouring back into him. That should not be looked down upon. Now, if we're talking about toxic men, you shouldn't be dealing with toxic men to begin with. That's your poor assessment. But it's so many women that I know for a fact, many of y'all actually do want to be married. And y'all want a healthy reciprocal relationship. So if y'all continue to listen to that foolishness, and if y'all continue to listen to people who smack their lips whenever they talk about pouring into another man, pouring into a man regardless, y'all gonna stay miserable and unhappy. Because I guarantee you, once you cross over and you marry, it is gonna be a daily serving. It is going to be a daily pouring into. And you can't do something as minor as flying somebody out. Are y'all serious?
Can I add a little context?
I'm not going to lie. I don't think flying somebody out is minor. Because in the continuity of females, like if you fly out a woman out, like, you know, women, they expect not only for you to have a hotel for them, they expect their whole time being with you to be bought and paid for. And kind of like how this woman is saying on this little show here, women kind of like, I don't know, when they know that a man is covering for them or he's going to be doing this said activity and behavior, they know they gonna rack up a tab and they fully anticipate you to pay that tab. Like, some women are cool with it, and I could be wrong on this, but for those who are being flown out, or if they're flying to come see you, like I said, they already know, hey, look, the B&B, the hotel, the whatever it is booked. We're going to spend time. We're, of course, going to make love if the time calls for it. Some women want to jump straight to the shopping sprees before they can give a man this and that because they want to make it worth their while, which is very disgusting because they kind of elevate themselves like this and then make you have to earn it, which that's not always bad, But at the same time, and the video that I'm planning on releasing, talking about how women make it harder for their boyfriends to actually date them than all these other outside people. Yeah, it is really bad that they would do such a thing. But flying someone out is not minor, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm still in my early 20s. No woman got money like that to fly a dude out. Respectfully. A woman can't even pay for a $100-something plane ticket or a haircut for her man. And if she can, more power to y'all. But I'm gonna be real with you. Most women ain't gonna do that, bro. That's just a plane ticket. And if that's a one-way potentially. If it's a two-way, it might be more than $100-something depending on what airline you're going on. And then to book a hotel, that's probably gonna be another $200 to $300. $500 just so that you can go ahead and get your eggs scrambled. No, I don't think women would do that. I just don't think. But it might happen. Who knows?
I got a little context too, because I think that's the issue. Yeah, I think we need to add a little context, right? We're not talking about our husbands, all right? Right. We're not talking about somebody we've been dating consistently.
All right, so you shouldn't be doing that.
When we normally talk about flying out, it's like a first link type thing. Literally.
What? First link, flying you out? So y'all talking about that hookup culture. That he got one. Let's hear.
First, why are you doing that to begin with? You haven't made the proper assessment. No, we can't keep using that as the standard.
That's what a fly out is.
But we can't be using that as the standard. That's you. And if people got it, they got it. But the problem is that there are vulnerable ears who hear that and they say, so this person I've been dating for 6 months, I can't do these type of things for that person because somebody that you decided to fly out on the first date screwed you over. We have to be mindful of the people who are listening, especially the open hearts who want something serious, because there's so many single women who
she's not lying. And I add on to this, so many single men. I'll be so honest with you guys, and I always will keep it 100% with y'all. Relationships have broken me. I've been hurt, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably will very well never look at women the same. I know when I was younger and I was like, new to this, I had the Disney fairy princess kind of mentality about girls. I was like, oh yeah, it's tried and true. Like, she just needs a genuine person, somebody that's gonna love her, to be this, do all that. Like, I was like that, and I still do embody those traits. I want to come up, be up under you, cuddle up on you, massage on you. They say tricking, but really I want to spoil you, do this, do that, and you'll find out real fast, bro. You could do this, you could do that, and if you listen to the traumas of other men on the internet who talk about how they gave a woman their world and she still cheated, or how she still found a way to break up with him or to put him in the friend zone, this and that. Yeah, man, it makes you as a man say, I don't want to love, and I want to go into it being very selfish, very self-serving, and that's what the Bible talks about is going to happen in the last days. That men, and even though it says man is going to be self-seeking or self-pleasure, men are going to be pleasures of themselves or pleasers of themselves. Women are in that category as well, because everybody's in it for themselves, and that's why love is so cooked. It's not serving its partner. It's what can you do for me? How am I always going to be up? How is me even knowing you going to put me up, But anyway.
Really want love, but they listen to the people who are bitter.
Right.
But they listen to the people who are wounded, and they listen to the people who made 5,000 mistakes and never learned from it. And they fall into that category. That's my only issue. That's my only issue.
Like I said, I think that question is a loaded question without context given to it. I think the initial knee-jerk reaction has something to do with no context following it. But of course, the way that you put it, of course, that makes sense.
I don't recall what this woman's name is, but usually when I check out this content from tonight's conversation, she always has something insightful to say. Yeah. And I'm so glad that she said everything that she said. And I'm glad that even when they had a response and an excuse for their reasoning, she had a response for that also that was logical and wrapped in reality. Why are you sitting here getting flown out or flying out or doing any type of flying scenario and allowing that other person to pay for it and cover it if you don't even know this person yet?
Exactly. Man, these females will watch Criminal Minds, Jeffrey Dahmer, all these little true crime TV shows. But when you hear some of the things that they did to link with people that they like first time links, it's like, oh my gosh, shorty, you really you really be. Look, man, I'll tell you some real stuff. Let's see which relationship I want to kind of talk about with. Let's talk about the most recent one. When I first met this girl, and she asked me to like pick her up, I'm gonna be so honest. When I drove to the house, I reverse parked into the parking space. If you know, you know. Reverse park, because whoever pulls up on you, if they pulling out to shoot it, you already just could drive out, whatever. Just straight up go. You know? I reverse park, I lock the doors, I'm looking left, right, I'm making sure I'm not getting set up, this and that. Like, I don't have no gun yet, but still, like, my chair's low, you know, I'm, like I said, I'm checking everywhere, making sure that I'm not being set up. And women will just, apparently, if you got a good amount of money and if you want to fly them out, they'll just let you do that. They don't even know you from a can of paint. And then what makes it even crazier is you see the videos of these guys at the airport, like, all right, so let's go back to the hotel room. And they like, nah, I want to go on a shopping. And he like, yo, you knew what you was coming here to do, this and that. And it gets messy, man. But it's like, why put yourself in that situation? You don't know this person, and you're going to let them fly you out. It's crazy.
Because you want to enjoy the event. It's because you want the experience. There's a lot of women out here who they'll let a man fly him out even though they know they're not serious about him, but they could put it on Instagram. They could talk about it with their girls. They could always take pictures of them getting on the plane or doing whatever, saying, look at me, I got flown, or as they like to say, pardon me, I got flued out by this man. I'm doing big things around here. And one thing about healthy, successful relationships, one thing about marriage, definitely, if you want it to be successful, if you want it to last, then you're going to pour into that person.
Yeah.
And it doesn't start once you're married. It starts very early on. But as she said, you have to do your assessment. Mm-hmm. You have to look beyond the superficial, beyond all the confetti, and stop listening to those people who are bitter, didn't do any work, and never took accountability. Anyway, guys, questions, comments, thoughts, and your feedback, drop them down below. I appreciate every time you guys chime in. Don't forget, you enjoy any part of the content, make sure you smash the like button for more. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time.
So yeah, says more than one baby daddy. Why do men care? I don't know if I'm gonna watch that one, but hey, I think that's probably enough video reactions from me. Alright guys, like, share, subscribe. I hope this video entertained you all, and I hope you guys likewise have gotten some thoughts and some nice feedback that you want to leave for me in the comment section. And I hope this has encouraged you. It's caused you to want to think and to aspire to be a better person, not just from that relationship snippet at the end, but also, to see what you don't want to be from that woman that was shown earlier. Like, share, subscribe, help me get to 1K subscribers, and do please, and as I go ahead and get ready to edit this video, let me copy the link. Do please check out Charles Forte's channel. He's bigger than me, and he's pulling in heck of numbers. I wish I could get these kind of numbers, but it's a slow build for me. I'll get that. I'll get there someday. Anyways, show love, be a good person. Let's all heal together, and yeah, peace.